Okay, I got a few things I want to say about this. Okay, see this here girl? This is the way she dresses to go to school. She's complaining now because the principal, that's right, told her to go home or cover up. Meanwhile, she's got 100 different parents that are coming together for this big debate now, like as if she was not dressed inappropriately. Okay? When it's so obvious that she was dressed inappropriately. Okay? She thinks she wasn't. She thinks it's alright to go to school with her skin hanging through. She can see right through her shirt. But that's not provocative. So what if you can see through my shirt? I'll pretend that I don't notice that when I put this on. No, she done this deliberately. This girl's just playing everybody for stupid. She thinks that everybody's completely stupid. She's so smart. That's what this teen thinks. She actually thinks she's that smart and everybody else is stupid. There's nothing wrong with the way she's dressing, and she's dressing this way deliberately so that she can get attention. The only problem with her attention will be she's drawing attention to herself because she don't have no respect for her own body. She's drawing attention to herself in a fashion that could get her raped. Of course, then we'll blame the rapist, won't we, when she'll dress this way. Then it's just, now I'm not condoning rape when I say that. I'm just telling you, okay? Let's turn this around. Let's say we have a bunch of guys that come into the school since she wants to say this is appropriate dressing, okay? And the guys were all wearing see-through shirts with their pants falling down because that's the in-day style, isn't it? Your pants hanging out, your very rear of your ass sticking out. So we get a bunch of guys going down the hallway and they're wearing see-through shirts. You can see them just like they got a shirt on, sort of like what she's got here, okay? And their ass is hanging out. It's no big deal, right? I mean, that wouldn't draw nobody's attention, right? You wouldn't mind. Nobody would mind seeing that, right? Not. I'm sure there'd be all kinds of complaints, including from this girl right here that you're seeing. She'd find it offensive if she saw guys doing that. And she'd be complaining about they need to cover up. But yet there she's doing it. And why would she think that the guy should cover up and she shouldn't have to? Well, because she would think it's a double standard. She would think that she's above, that she's better, that he's just a guy, that she has the right and he don't. Because she has a hoe, and he has a dick, all based on gender. That's what would go through her head as her man-bashing behavior came out. And she's just mad because she was told to go home and put on something appropriate to cover up, which I agree. I totally agree. She only done this for attention. And it's obvious she got her attention, didn't she? Look at here, she's in a news article. So how does it go from the school into a news article? Because she's an attention slut. That's the reason she dressed this way to begin with. Is because she wanted attention. Attention to me. Attention to me. Attention to me. It's all about me. Attention to me. That's what this was all about. She knows full well she was wrong for doing this. But she's going to play dumb and pretend she don't. That's right. And she's going to think that you're all stupid and going to agree with her, and a bunch of white knights to the rest of you, you know, I wished I was a man. Oh, they'll agree with her because they want to see her skin. They want to hit on her, see her skin, and they want to get into her pants, that's right. And she wants them to do that, and she wants them to want that want, too. And she thinks that's what school's all about, is showing off her body. So she's mad at the school. How dare you when I'm coming here around all these boys that might be looking at me, stop me from showing myself off to them. I want these boys to look at me unless I looked at them with my own eyeballs in 1 to 5 seconds and they're undesirable. Then I'm going to get offended if he looks at me. And I'll even complain if he looks at me. Because I looked at him with my eyeballs in 1 to 5 seconds. I knew he was a geek and he was a dummy. He was completely ugly. He has no right to look at me when I'm dressed this way. And he better never look at me when I'm dressed this way. I only want the boys that make my hole wet to look at me. Oh, I'm sorry. I was being sarcastic. I know I was. I was deliberately being sarcastic like that because that's really what goes on. You just heard the truth whether you like it or not. That's really what goes on. And so some guy out in school will look at her, dressed this way, that she finds unattractive, and she'll be offended. She'll be pissed. She'll want other white giants to come to her rescue and beat him up because he looked at her with his eyeballs. That's right. Or she'll complain about him looking at her while she's dressed this way. But now when the guy turns her on and makes her hoe wet, he can look at her all she wants and she can prick tease him. Because you know that's what school's about nowadays, right? Showing off your naked bodies. Prick teasing guys. You know, about showing off your bodies. Attention to me, attention to me. Yeah, disgusting. I couldn't help but say that because that is the truth. I stand with the principal here. And as far as all these parents getting together down here, see more than 100 parents and other students have joined the dress code debate. There is no debate here. This is inappropriate. The principal is right. There is no debate to be debated here. If she's going to have the right to run around with a see-through shirt on, then all the guys should have a right to run around with a see-through shirt on. Matter of fact, why don't we just do it this way, people? Just leave your clothes at home. Who needs clothes? Go to school naked. Yeah, you don't have to worry about your dress code no more. Just go to school naked. Okay? And when the girls are offended because all the guys are walking in naked, well, I mean, come on. You can show off your body. They can show off theirs too, right? That's what it's about, right? Isn't that what school's about? Showing off your naked bodies? See how ridiculous this is? You see how ridiculous this is? There's no way in hell she could even get legitimately by saying this is appropriate. This is appropriate to be dressing this way. If this is appropriate to dress this way, then the only thing I can tell her is that it's appropriate for guys to go in frickin' with their see-through shirt. Okay? With their pants falling off. I mean, you know, it's just common sense. Anybody with any common sense left in their head, which there isn't too many people, which you can tell, it's very obvious. Come on, you got over 100 fucking people getting together, students and all, right here, to have a debate whether this is appropriate. That just shows you got over 100 people with no common sense. The principal made the right move. The principal did the appropriate thing. The principal was 100% correct, and I stand with the principal. This girl was inappropriately dressed. And if she wasn't inappropriately dressed, then I guess everybody can just leave their clothes at home, okay? Boys and girls alike, from here on out, you can go to school naked. Because it's all about looking at each other for each other's attention, isn't it? Like as if it wouldn't draw attention to her when she did it for attention. But you're all supposed to be stupid to that, right? You're supposed to turn a blind eye and look the other way, right? And just allow her to do whatever she wants to do, right? Because she's a female. Wrong. Principal, I congratulate you. Somebody with some morals and somebody with some common sense. So I say congratulations to this principal. Well done job. Females walk in dressed like this, you damn right you send them home and make them cover up. The guy walked in fucking showing himself off, you'd be sent home and made cover up. And then you sit there, well, that's different. He's a guy. No, that's not different. Has nothing to do with genders. That's division. It's not different. Because you're a female, you're above the rule. It's a double standard. No, you're not. You want to be accountable? You're accountable. You want to be equal to men, didn't you? Well, you're being equal to men now. A guy wouldn't be allowed to walk in there showing himself off. And you sure the hell shouldn't be able to walk in that school showing yourself off. It's a school. You're supposed to be there to educate yourself. Not supposed to be there about, oh, attention to me. Look at my body. Disgusting. And she knows that's what it was about to her. She just thinks everybody's stupid. She thinks somehow it's a double standard because she has a hoe between her legs. No, it's not a double standard. Somehow she can justify it. It's okay to walk around dressed like this. Okay, well, then it's okay for guys to go into school dressed like that, too. And, of course, you wouldn't think that way, would you? Now you'd be offended, especially when it was a guy that you found undesirable, right? Then you'd really be offended. You'd be telling him to cover up why you were dressed that way yourself. No, I stand with the principal. That's where I always stand on this one. And I congratulate the principal for doing a good job here. Because it's not about showing yourself off when you go to school. If that's the case, then everybody can just leave their clothes at home and go to school naked.